What is up, guys? It's me, Mukil, and welcome back to my channel, The Brain Poppers, the place where you can know it all. In our last video, we were talking about Mahatma Gandhi. In case you did not see that video, please refer the link in the description box below. Today, I am back with another great personality from America, Abraham Lincoln. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. This is one of the famous quotes by Abraham Lincoln. And yes, he followed this in his life. Abraham Lincoln was born on 12th of February 1809, the second child of Thomas Lincoln and Nancy Hanks Lincoln, in a one-room log cabin on Sinking Spring Farm near Hodgenville, Kentucky. He became an American statesman and a lawyer who served as the 16th President of the United States from 1861 to 1865. He is regarded as one of America's greatest heroes due to his role as savior of union and emancipator of slaves. Lincoln led the nation through its greatest moral, constitutional, and political crisis in the American Civil War. He succeeded in preserving the Union, abolishing slavery, bolstering the federal government, and modernizing the US economy. His rise from humble beginnings to achieve the highest office in the land is a remarkable story. Abraham Lincoln changed the world using his powerful moral oratory and by taking action in the fight to end slavery and win the Civil War. Lincoln was assassinated at the time when his country needed him to complete the great task of reunifying the nation. Abraham Lincoln was attacked to death at Ford's Theater in Washington on April 14, 1865. He was shot in the head by Confederate supporter John Wilkes Booth. Lincoln died in the next morning. The assassination occurred only days after the surrender of General Robert E. Lee and his Army of Northern Virginia to Union forces, which had signaled the effective end of the American Civil War. Now it's time to know it all about Abraham Lincoln. Once Lincoln was an accomplished wrestler enshrined in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. He got defeated only once in approximately 300 matches. According to Carl Sandburg's biography of Lincoln, Ernest Abbey once challenged an entire crowd of onlookers after dispatching an opponent. "I'm the big buck of this league. If any one of you want to try it, come on and wear to your horns." There were no takers. He received an outstanding American honor in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. When Confederate troops attacked Washington, D.C. in July 1864, Lincoln visited the front lines at Fort Stevens on 2 days of the battle, which the Union ultimately won. At one point, the gunfire came dangerously close to the president. Legend has it that Colonel Oliver Wendell Holmes, Jr., a future Supreme Court justice, barked, "Get down, you fool!" Lincoln ducked down from the fort's walls and left the battlefield unharmed. On May 22, 1849, Abraham Lincoln received patent number 6469 for a device to lift boats over shoals, an invention which was never manufactured. However, it eventually made him the only US president to hold a patent. Lincoln loved inventions. Also, he delivered lectures on discoveries and inventions before he became a president. Lincoln was a commander-in-chief with passion for gadgetry, was keenly interested in the guns used by his Union troops during the Civil War. Lincoln attended guns and cannon tests and met at the White House with inventors demonstrating military prototypes. He test-fired muskets and repeating rifles around the White House, now known as the Ellipse and the National Mall. On April 14, 1865, Lincoln signed legislation creating the US Secret Service. That evening, he was shot at Ford's Theater. Even if the Secret Service had been established earlier, it wouldn't have saved Lincoln. The original mission of the agency was to combat widespread currency counterfeiting. It was not until 1901, after the killing of 2 other presidents, that the Secret Service was formally assigned to protect the Commander-in-Chief. Secret Service did come to Lincoln's protection, but only after his death. In 1876, a gang of Chicago counterfeiters attempted to snatch Lincoln's body from his tomb, which was protected by just a single padlock in Oak Ridge Cemetery, Illinois. Their scheme was to hold the corpse for a ransom of $200,000 and obtain the release of the gang's best counterfeiter from prison. Secret Service agents, however, infiltrated the gang. Lincoln's body was quickly moved to an unmarked grave and eventually encased in a steel cage and entombed under 10 feet of concrete. A few months before John Wilkes Booth assassinated Lincoln, Robert Todd Lincoln, the president's oldest son, stood on a train platform in New Jersey. A crowd of passengers began to press the young man backwards, and he fell into the open space between the platform and the moving train. Suddenly, a hand reached out and pulled the president's son to safety by the coat collar. Robert Todd Lincoln immediately recognized his rescuer, famous actor Edwin Booth, brother of John Wilkes. Okay guys, that is the end for today's video. Hope this video brought to you some unknown facts about Abraham Lincoln. Thank you guys for being here, and I really appreciate that you took time to be here and watch my video. I will come back with another interesting video soon. Please make sure to like, comment and subscribe to my channel The Brain Poppers. Goodbye.